Happy Telling Tuesday and happy 4th of July. I was thinking about what story to tell today, and I looked up some American folklore, like George Washington and the cherry tree. Didn't happen. So I decided that I had a folktale that really fit really well with America and what we want it to mean, and all of the struggles that are going on in our country today. This is a folktale from Africa, but like I said, I think it really applies. So here we go with Crocodile and Hen. Oh, it was hot. The sun was baking the ground, it was baking the animals, it was baking the plants. And so, of course, Hen, she had to go down to the river to get a drink. She made her way along the path, and when she got down to the river, she dipped her head down to get her drink. And as her eyes went down, she saw two eyes out in the middle of the river, just above the water level. But she would not be deterred. She would not be fearful. She got her drink as those eyes slowly started moving towards her. And when Crocodile was close enough, he opened his mouth wide and said, "I'm going to eat you for dinner." Well, Hen, she brought up her head, she looked into Crocodile's eyes, and she said, "Oh, brother, please don't eat me." And when Crocodile heard those words, it took him aback, and he closed his mouth and just in confusion turned and swam away. All the while in his head he was thinking, "Me? Hen's brother? How could that be? She lives on land, I live in the water. That doesn't make any sense." The next day was just the same, scorching like the others. Hen made her way down to the river. Again, she saw the eyes way out in the river. She would not be deterred. She got her drink. She stood her ground, even as she saw Crocodile making his way towards her, opened his mouth wide and said, "Today I will eat you for dinner." And again, Hen ruffled her feathers, stood tall, and said, "Oh, brother, don't eat me." Crocodile huffed, and he closed his mouth, and he grumbled as he swam away. I cannot be her brother. How can this be? She has those silly feathers. I have sleek scales. How can this be? All day long, Crocodile was pondering on this, because of course he wasn't going to eat his sister, but however could Hen be his sister? And he determined that the next day he was not going to listen. He was going to eat her. And as Hen was on the riverbank and Crocodile came up, he was posed with a question in his mind, and before he could eat her, he said, "Hen, how can I be your brother? You live on land, I live in the water. You have ridiculous feathers, I have sleek scales. It cannot be." Well, Hen, she looked at Crocodile and she said, "My brother? I come from an egg, you come from an egg, so we must be brother and sister." There it was. Crocodile never thought again to eat Hen. Have a fabulous day, and remember that we are all brothers and sisters.